In Chapter 16 of Memories of Ice, the city of Kapistan is overrun by the Tenascauri, who are seen desecrating and eating the dead and the dying. Itkovian enters the fray, killing many of the enemy soldiers and realizing he is fighting on a sea of corpses. Gruntle watches as his militia fights with newfound abilities and communicates with them non-verbally. He is proclaimed Trake's mortal sword by his Listari lieutenant, and they begin to retreat to the next floor of the building that they are holding. Bruchalion watches as Carnatus and his assistants carry Itkovian away for treatment, and Kapistan ultimately falls, decimating the Grey Swords. Rathfenner invokes Fenner's Rev and demands his rescue, and Bruchalion insists on going to punish him, marshalling 400 Grey Swords to answer the call. They are surrounded by enemy forces, led by Septarch Coolpath, and Nilbanus roars his defiance, momentarily freezing Coolpath. Itkovian has visions of Bruchalion's troops being slaughtered as he lay there, dying himself and being healed. And Rathfenner is called out and identified as the betrayer. In his dying moments, Bruchalion fought valiantly against the Tenascauri. What a scene that was. My heart goes out to that guy. His sword, still a deadly weapon as he cut down his enemies, taking lances and taking shots himself. Itkovian bore witness to that heroism of his fellow warrior, and in a vision saw him continue to fight despite overwhelming odds. But even as Bruchalion faced his inevitable fate, he was not alone. Hood, the Lord of Death, appeared in apparition form to claim him, causing the enemy to pause in awe. Bruchalion's bravery in the face of certain death and his ultimate sacrifice for his people will be forever remembered by them who were there as a testament to the strength and courage of the human spirit. The skies are choked with death as Buke soars above, his eyes wide with horror at the macabre sight below. Beauchalain and Corbel are summoning the dead to do their bidding, while the Tenascauri savagely feast on their human prey. The streets run red with blood, the stench of death clinging to every stone. This is a scene of grim and unrelenting horror, one that will haunt Buke's dreams for years to come. And it ends this chapter with Itkovian. He sees the recruit from their first outing at the start of Subbook 2, who reports that out of the initial 7,000 or so Grey Swords, only 137 remain. The now skeletal destriant Carnatus dies after giving all he can do to heal Itkovian. The remaining Grey Swords march to the prince's palace and find Anastar, his mother, and the Tenascauri having a feast with the prince's skin stretched above. My heart swells with admiration and love for Itkovian, as his true purpose as the shield anvil is revealed: to bear the weight of the world's grief on his shoulders and on behalf of his god Fenner. When faced with Anastar's overwhelming despair and guilt and grief himself, there's this amazing moment that just took me in a way that I was not able to see coming. Ikovian selflessly offers to take it upon himself. Anaster's grief, even as the young man quakes in terror at the mere thought of it. And I just find this so interesting, especially as we consider the crippled god again and what he preys on. His best tools are his most broken ones. And it's so interesting that even this child who was born with the weirdest and nastiest and terrible circumstance, even there is some humanity being expressed in him. And Ikovian is the only one who really sees it and offers up himself to take on that burden. Ikovian's understanding and compassion for Anaster is awe-inspiring, and I can't help but be moved by his pure-heartedness. Despite facing overwhelming odds, Ikovian's unwavering dedication to his duty and honor shines through as he orders his soldiers to hold the throne room in honor of the fallen prince. I love Ikovian for his strength, his compassion, and his unwavering commitment to do what is right. My heart both sank and leapt reading this chapter. Consider subscribing for more.